Hello, this is Richard Chernyavsky of Brand Development Network International. On behalf of Mike Maloney and myself, I'm bringing you a special podcast issue of Dispatches, Insights from the Marketing Front. We at BDN International are dedicated to sharing our learning and experiences in making marketing matter. This special podcast deals with the most important P in marketing. But first, what do we mean by making marketing matter? Well, when we entered brand marketing at Procter & Gamble more than 35 years ago, that company was one of the leading producers of company presidents. From what functional area in P&G did these presidents come? Well, brand marketing. Marketing mattered, and brand marketers were held in high esteem. However, in our consulting and marketing training practice, which spans diverse sectors going beyond fast-moving consumer goods to include pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and financial services, and crosses U.S. boundaries into Europe, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East, we've observed a decline in the perceived value of the marketing function. Many senior managers, chief marketing officers among them, do not believe that marketing impacts sales. How curious and how wrong-headed. Perhaps their marketing is not effective, but it does not mean that the marketing function is not and should not matter. Unfortunately, the role of marketing has been relegated to sales support or project as opposed to general management. We hope this podcast and our email versions of Dispatches, along with our many training programs and consulting products, will assist you, in fact, empower you in making marketing matter. Now for this special podcast, the most important P in marketing. Anyone who studied marketing has undoubtedly been taught the 4 P's of marketing. These, as you remember, are product, price, place, and promotion. But the most important P is absent, or when presented, is inappropriately relegated to the role of being a subset of promotion. What is that P? It's positioning. More specifically, it's brand positioning. We define brand positioning as how we want target customers to perceive, think, and feel about our brand, not our product, but our brand, relative to the competition. It goes beyond what we say in advertising to encompass everything, absolutely everything we do. It's the marketer's blueprint for transforming a product with similar features and attributes to that of the competition into a brand that generates unswerving customer devotion in the form of brand loyalty. Let's examine the meaning behind each of the words in our definition of brand positioning. We start with the words, how we want. Marketers are the architects of carving out a special place in the market that they want to own and can occupy with their target customer segment. It goes beyond what the product development people give us in terms of product features and attributes to what we do with and can make of them. It is our vision for something that is bigger and more important to our target customer than the product alone. It is ultimately about what we stand for. But before we can communicate what our brand stands for, we need to know what that is. Next in our definition comes the designation target customers. Positioning is customer-centric versus product or organization-centric. Moreover, this is not about every customer for a given category of products. We cannot be all things to all people, nor can we serve them equally well. Instead, it's the specific segment of customers that we marketers have chosen to serve and have committed to serve with our limited resources better than the competitors. This decision as to what target customers to select to serve is based on a host of factors, such as the lifetime value of that customer segment, the ability to meet their unique needs, and being able to establish a meaningful relationship with them, among others. We are attempting to make a marriage based upon shared values. Customers buy what we stand for, what they believe in, our shared values, not physical attributes and features, which, like superficial beauty, fade with time. We need to get our target customers to perceive, think, and feel. What do we mean by perceive, think, and feel? Well, perceptions are reality. Nothing else matters, not even data. This is about the reality that we plan to create for our target customer with our brand offering. Think is about seeding the mind of the target customer to help create and live up to the perception we intend to create. A brand that creates brand loyalty, one that generates unswerving devotion, goes beyond occupying the mind to winning the hearts of our intended target customers. We need target customers not just to be aware of or to think of the brand, but feel for it. Really, really feel for it. We need them to feel for the brand entity we're constructing. The brand is more than the sum total of features and attributes of the product. It's a constellation of values that has special meaning to the target customer. If the brand does not have relevant meaning, then customers will not feel for it. It will not connect with the heart. The brand is also the resultant bond that is established through the sum total of the customer experiences we deliver. Positive experiences, the kind that cause target customers to take notice, engender real, deep feelings of appreciation. But all of this is not enough. We need to orchestrate how our target customers perceive, think, and feel about our brand relative to the competition. Positioning is never an absolute, but relative to other entries that could be viewed by the target customer as substitutes for your offering. In other words, it's relative to all that could be perceived as being part of your market. Therefore, we must create a perception of relevant and meaningful differentiation versus competition if we're to drive customer preference for and loyalty to our brand. What it all comes down to is that positioning is the alpha and omega of marketing. Alpha and omega are taken from the Ionic Greek alphabet. Alpha is the first or beginning. So, positioning strategy is the beginning of everything we do. Omega is the last or ending. So, it is manifested in our marketing initiatives. Positioning is the source for marketing strategy and tactics, and at the same time is reinforced by and gains power from them. Everything proceeds from the brand positioning, and everything revolves back into it. Therefore, positioning should never be an afterthought or limited to one or merely a few marketing mix elements. It needs to be the first order of every marketer and marketing organization. In other words, brand positioning is not a subset of promotion. Instead, it must direct the other P's of marketing. It must direct product, as in creating the solution to your target customer's needs, price, or better yet, the value perception you create with the target, place, namely where your target customers can gain access to your brand and their experiences with it, and it must direct promotion, the dialogue you entertain to engage the target customer. Positioning is clearly the most important P in marketing. To capture and fully appreciate the difference between a brand and a product, and the importance of developing a competitive brand positioning strategy statement, check out our website. Go to www.competitivepositioning, that's one word, competitivepositioning.info. Again, that's www.competitivepositioning.info. There you'll be able to view the video, Brand versus Product, which runs a little less than 3 minutes. Now we come to boats and helicopters. For those of you that are not familiar with boats and helicopters, these are practical suggestions for you to consider implementing to help make marketing matter. 1. Update, if you already have one, or create, if you do not, a brand positioning strategy statement. This is the obvious first move. The brand positioning strategy statement serves as our blueprint for transforming the product into a brand. If you don't have a BPS statement, it doesn't mean that you don't have a brand positioning. Remember, brand positioning is how customers perceive, think, and feel about your offering. If you don't have a blueprint that is driving your brand positioning in the marketplace, then the customer's perceptions are going to be, at best, fuzzy. Or at worst, it will be derived from how your competitors position you. Now, that's not what we want, is it? 2. Make your brand positioning strategy statement competitive. Our goal is not merely to fill in a template, but to create a strategy that will drive target customer preference for our brand. Do what you need to do to make a difference. Create a meaning for your brand that your target customers will not just want, but demand. Something that distinguishes the brand from competition. Something that they will fall in love with. 3. Use the brand positioning strategy statement to drive all marketing activities. We've coined the term power positioning. Positioning is the DNA for the brand, informing everything we do if we are to establish our relevant and meaningful differentiation in the marketplace to create brand loyalty. If this DNA is not reflected in each of the marketing mix elements and tactics, that is, power positioning, then we will have a sick brand. Be a faithful and steadfast steward of the brand positioning strategy statement and ensure that all functional elements, product R&D, manufacturing, sales, ad agency, and so forth, are acting in accordance with the brand blueprint. When we establish the brand positioning in the marketplace through our actions, not mere words, then the target customer rewards us with brand equity. 4. Do it right. Go to www.competitivepositioning.info for tools, training programs, and service products to help you create a competitive brand positioning strategy statement. Hey, indulge us if you will. Here's our pitch. If you haven't already ordered our new book, Competitive Positioning, Best Practices for Creating Brand Loyalty, don't wait. Do it now. Go to the website to learn more about the book. If you like what you see, and we hope you do, order it. Importantly, apply what you learned from it and our dispatches to outperform your competition. Make positioning, brand positioning, the first order of business. It's the most important P in all of marketing. On behalf of Mike Maloney and myself, Richard Chernyavsky, thanks for your attention and best wishes in making marketing matter.